guys, so what we're going to be doing today is just building this little park bench. And again, you can build it in multiple sizes. This just happened to be an off colour I had, so that's what I used. Alright, let's get started. Alright guys, let's take a closer look so you can see all the detail. So all these little 45-degree angles and stuff, you can do rounded edge, the 45-degree, well, at the end of the day, whatever you like. But that's what adds the detail. So, but I'm pretty happy how it came out. And again, I've made this out of pine. You can make it out of hardwood, whatever you like. This is probably going to spend most of its life outdoors. And I might just leave it like that. I'm not sure if I'll finish it off, we'll see how we go. Alright guys, so these are all the bits and pieces we've got and all the tools I've brought up with me. I've got a drop saw over there, so that'll come in handy. So first up, we've got these offcuts which have been painted. So we'll pick out two big ones. And this will be basically the width of it. Alright guys, so we've both got them cut exactly the same size. Alright, so what we're going to do now is just to give it a nice edge. We're going to chamfer it on a 45-degree angle. Got my little trim router. And that's the bit. And that's the bit we'll be using today. Alright guys, so we have our tabletop all finished. And the reason I put that groove in the middle because it had the rolled edge, so it wasn't a nice finish. And I don't have any saw table here. The rest I could have ripped it down and made sure it was a nice flat line. So that looks fine. Alright, so that's the top. Now let's work out what we're going to do with the legs. Alright guys, straight up I'll apologise for the wind if it doesn't come through too good the sound. Okay, so what we've got is we've got our feet. So all we've done is I've basically stepped these in probably about 10mm from either side to the edge. It's not probably nice to finish the edge exactly the same width as the top, so you tape it in a little bit. And then what I've done is on just the miter saw, I've got my 45-degree cut, chopped a bit off, so that'll end up being a foot. Obviously they go underneath, and then I'm going to put one on the end of the side here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is work out what we're going to do lengthwise. So what I'm envisaging is something like that, and then maybe with a piece in the middle. Going across. See how it comes out. And what we'll do is we'll put a nice 45 on these as well. Oh guys. So I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, we'll do the rest. Alright guys, let's just have a look at one little problem. I'm not sure if you can see it. I've butched up the side a little bit here, it's a little bit rough. And the reason that's happened is because it looks like that's been whacked with a hammer or something, so it's not a straight edge. So we're going to have to either plane that out or sand it out. And then once we've got a nice straight edge, that will then fix that. By the way, I'm loving this sander. If you want to check out the review, check in the description or the annotation above. But I used this yesterday for probably 6 hours straight, building the bed bunks. And again, that's another video. But yeah, beautiful. I can't believe it went solid for 6 hours. I thought I'd break it for sure. But definitely worthwhile. And don't get the cordless end. Get the corded one. Yeah, unless you've got plenty of batteries. Not having the cord is fantastic, but basically, yeah, it can be a hindrance as well. But if you've got plenty of batteries, get the cordless one. Alright, so that's nice and smooth now. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now, we've sanded these up, these are alright. We're going to make some little feet with them. Now the problem with having a flat surface like that is if the surface is flat and it's uneven, you're going to get rocking. So what we're going to do is put some little feet underneath, and we're just going to glue these in the same piece basically. Alright. Alright, that's it, come off to dry. Alright guys, so now we need to work out the height. So the total height of this has to be 44 centimetres. So basically, I know I've got that. That's the top, I've got that, that's the bottom. Let's put this in for the thickness of the top. So that's 14 centimetres. Let's add, so 14 minus 44 is 30. So that means the uprights are 30. Then I've got 10 mil for the little feet. So 29. So these uprights have to be 29 centimetres. Alright, let's go and cut these. Alright guys, we've got our 4 uprights now. Alright, so we've got 11 foot. And then we'll get a spacer. Let's use that as a spacer. Okay. And then this here, this will be a piece of timber running all the way through. And then we'll put a decorative finish on the edges. Alright, how's that look? Now my only problem, and I don't have my saw table, my DeWalt saw table with me, is that the thickness of this is the same as the thickness of that, which is fine. But then because I put these 45-degree angles on, really I should make these match a bit better. We'll see if I can do that quickly. Alright guys, so fortunately my sliding Makita microsaw has enough reach to be able to rip that down. So as a result now, it's the same width as the top here. Pop it there. Looking good, just like the Colosseum at Rome. Alright, so what we're going to do is now we're going to screw down from here, 2 top, 2 bottom. Make sure we leave the spacer in. Make sure everything's square. We'll glue it in. And Bob's your uncle. I might even put a 45 on these. What do you think? Tell me in the comments if you think I should have or should not, because I'm going to do it. Okay guys, so we have our feet, we have our legs and our spacer, and then to make sure that we get this position right, I've made a little spacer here which has to line up for the edge there, and if I use that for every one, then everything will end up in the right position. Then what we'll do is we'll tip this on the side. Okay, get our spacer in place. Alright. And then what I'll do is, and like I've already done on this one here, is I've marked a line for the centre of each piece of timber. Now what we're going to be doing too is, because I'm very limited with screws, so I've got these screws, but these screws are too short. So I'm using a 4-step bit, so we can countersink quite deeply into here. So that gets me through to about here. and then we use a screw to drive the rest. Okay, and then I'll show you how it's beat. Right, so there you go. So we've got quite a bit of bite into the leg. Alright, so that's the plan. Now set and repeat. Alright, so we've got the first one. Make sure that that's square. Once that's square, we line these up. That's it. Hash is done. Alright, so we'll just clean these up. Alright guys, let's unclamp these. Perfect. Okay. And soft pads on those. Alright, so first up, let's make sure that this is nice and square. Right, once that's done, we'll clamp these two together. Okay. Then the easiest way from there, stand these two up. Okay. Apply some glue. Right. Line this up on top. Make sure that these edges line up. Get your little spacer. Yep, that's all good. Line them back up again. And she's ready. Alright, flip her over, set and repeat. Ugh, take the block out, it's going to be painful. There we go. How's that? Excess glue. Good. Alright, so now we've got to do the centerpiece. Alright guys, so we've got everything ready now. So with the legs, what we've done is, so the plan is to obviously drill them from underneath. So we've countersunk 2 holes, got them all prepped and ready. Okay. We'll use the blocks at the end, line everything up. Now, where the timber's going in the middle, I've countersunk a hole too, which I'll put a screw through to hold it in the middle. And then that I'll put a dowel in to seal her up. So let's get this in place, just so you can roughly see where everything's going. Alright. And then I've got this piece here, which is going to go in the middle. And I've done the similar finish on the ends for consistency. Let's see how easy it is to get these ones. So, okay. And then what I should do, get myself a spacer. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's put the screws. Now I'm not going to actually glue this because I'm not sure if it's going to work out exactly the way I want, so if I want to change it, I'll change it. Alright, is that twisted? good. Do the other side. Alright, set and repeat. Sort of square. That's good. Alright, that's done. Now this centerpiece. Alright, I'm happy with that. Square. Alright guys, so that's it. Let's flip her over. She's very soft. How's that? Alright, take the box out. Alright guys, well that's it. Again, it was pretty simple and straightforward. I just used lots of offcuts from other jobs. And again, it's optional to do all these 45-degree bits and pieces with the router, but it just adds a little bit of finish. So yeah, there'll be some more information in the description. Again, any comments, drop them in there, anything you want to know. Otherwise, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe and share it around. You might have someone else that might be able to do it, or even if you can't do it, they might be able to build it for you. So yeah. Alright, I'll see you in the next video guys. Bye.